I'm Theodore Lamb, and this is your community calendar. If music be the food of love, play on. Sounds about right for Eat Vancouver at the Everything Food and Cooking Festival, running May 25th, 26th, and 27th at BC Place. Tickets available at the door. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. This summer, the Vancouver Theatre Sports League will be putting on the improvised works of Bill Shakespeare here in Granville Island on the new Review stage. Tickets available through Ticketmaster. To buy or not to buy? That is the question. And you can find your answer at the Richmond Night Market, which starts tonight and runs straight through to October 1st. Gates open at 7 p.m. every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And the BCIT television students are hosting a fundraiser tonight at the Backstage Lounge on Granville Island. The event starts at 9 p.m. Tickets at the door.
This has been your community calendar. I'm Theodore Lamb.
Vancouver is playing host to the 2007 Bocce World Cup, and Canada's national team is practicing hard to grab a top spot. Phil Skipper brings us the story.
The Bocce World Cup has come to Vancouver, and Team Canada has been training hard. 175 athletes from 25 countries around the world are competing at BC Place this week for the top position. Team Canada's Josh Vandervees is the athletic representative for Bocce International.
I think if we all work hard in individual and the team events, it won't be easy. We're against some pretty tough countries here, but you know I do have faith that we could take it home in our own country.
Do we want it? Yeah! Do we want it? Yeah! Where are we from?
Yeah! Every year, more and more people with disabilities are playing competitive bocce, but many people still don't know much about the game.
The jack ball is the white ball, and the team that has the most amount of balls closest to the jack score, and at the end of their game, whoever has the most amount of balls they score, they win the game.
Paralympic champion Paul Gauthier says Canada has a good chance of winning this main event.
I think we got a great shot at the cup, actually. Last in New Zealand 4 years ago, we were third as a country at the World Cup, so we plan to better that this time around.
It's something that I'm focusing on more and more now, especially with the Paralympics approaching, and I'm just, you know, this is showtime, this is go time.
The Bocce World Championship runs until May 18th and is the last internationally sanctioned event for the 2000 Paralympics in Beijing. Phil Skipper in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
This June, the Lower Mainland will be celebrating Bicycle Month. According to reporter Theodora Lamb, a shortage of bike mechanics in the city is putting one young man through the gears.
I get to work, I bus to work every day, and well, it's sort of a bus-bike commute. I bike to the bus stop and then bus out here, and then I get off the bus and bike to work. I'd rather bike all the way though.
June is Bicycle Month, a busy time of year for bike mechanics like Trevor Nelson. According to Trevor, there are more bicycles coming into the South Delta bike shop he works in than there are hands to repair them.
With mechanics, there's definitely a shortage. Like a person in my position, in the shop that I'm at, there's only one mechanic, which is me, which is definitely enough work to employ 2 full-time mechanics. And I'm running into this problem like everywhere. Every other people I know at other shops, they're always like trying to get other mechanics to go from one shop to another. There's a lot of new technology coming out. I just get excited about bikes in general. So, like all the new stuff that comes out is all exciting and things changing. So nothing really just stays the same all the time.
With Bike Month and the summer season coming up, Trevor's workload isn't likely to diminish. And it's no surprise he's so busy. Just down the road, you'll find many bike enthusiasts. This father-daughter team have their own reasons for riding.
Well, several reasons. Firstly, it's a beautiful day, and what better way to spend it? It's easy on the joints. It's a great, complement to the other fitness routines that I participate in, and gets me spending some quality time with my dad.
I swear on my 100th birthday, I'm going to ride 10K on my bike.
Apparently, bicycle repairs need not apply to their riders. I'm Theodore Lamb in South Delta for BCIT Magazine.
And we now go live to Theodore Lamb. Theo, can you tell us how Bike Month will affect public transportation in the city?
Well, most Vancouver buses do come equipped with bicycle racks, although there could be a queue to win some of those spots. Now, it's interesting that TransLink's proposal to raise their fares for January came out just before Bike Month. This announcement could prompt a reaction from both bus and biker commuters over the next month. Back to you.
Thanks, Theo. The Underwear Affair is an annual charity run in Vancouver. As Viola Kaminsky explains, one Surrey woman is trying to raise money and awareness for cancers below the waist, all in memory of her father.
People run for different reasons. Some want to lose weight, while others just want the challenge of being in a race. But for 20-year-old Allison Roth, she's preparing to run for her dad, Robert.
Well, he was diagnosed with colon rectal cancer, and within maybe a year and a few months, the first chemo treatment stopped working already, and it was already into his lungs within about 6 months.
Allison and her team, Robert's Racers, are participating in the Underwear Fair. It's a 5-kilometer walk, 10-kilometer run to raise money and awareness for cancers below the waist. For Allison's dad, his cancer was found too late. He suffered symptoms for a year and then spent the next 2 years after his diagnosis undergoing surgery and chemotherapy. And although his prognosis was terminal, Robert continued to work and play softball, all the while keeping a positive attitude.
I think even until his last breath, he really thought he was going to be able to beat it.
Allison's goal is to raise awareness.
It's obviously not one of the easier checkups. People don't want to do it because of what it entails. But getting that checkup can be the difference of you living and you dying before you're 50.
Allison has raised $1,500, and her boyfriend Nick is supportive.
I'm also running with Allison and fundraising for my friends and family.
But Allison says she won't be running in her undies. If you want more information about the Underwear Affair, visit uncoverthecure.org. Viola Kaminsky in Surrey for BCIT Magazine.
Coming up on BCIT Magazine, Kenyan dancers entertain all ages at the International Children's Festival.
And moms get in shape with their pint-sized partners.